everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we have a special episode. It's summertime, it's ice cream season, and we're going to be making one of the best ice cream toppings in the South, wet walnuts. And we're going to make some wet pecans just for fun because we can. These are super simple and they're really, really tasty. I just know you're going to love them. Let's go see how these all come together. Right, we're gonna get started going over all of the ingredients for wet walnuts, and I'm also going to make some wet pecans. If you are not familiar with this, I think it's a regional treat. I really do. I grew up with wet walnuts, and it's an ice cream topping, or you can put it over a pound cake, or you can use it as a topping for just about anything. It's basically a syrup that you soak your nut of choice in. You enjoy it on top of ice cream or sundaes or banana splits or whatever. It's just a really nice thing to have on hand during the summer months when we're eating a little bit more ice cream, and a lovely thing that you can make and take as a hostess gift. This recipe is not a canning recipe. However, I do believe I have seen recipes in the Ball Blue book for wet walnut ice cream topping, but you are going to have to go and research that on your own. I would never share a canning recipe with you unless it was safety tested and approved, especially by the National Center for Home Food Preservation, which is one of my go-to resources for home canning recipes. So these we're just going to make and stick in the fridge, and that'll be good up to 3 months, and you can enjoy it, but these aren't going to last 3 months, trust me. Once your family gets to taste these, they're just going to love them. So what you're going to need is, I have a pint jar that I have filled up with walnuts and another that I have filled up with pecans, and then you're going to make the syrup. Right. You're going to need 2 cups of pure maple syrup, 1 cup of corn syrup, half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, and a half a teaspoon of salt. This is as hard as it gets. Into a saucepan, the maple syrup. So in goes our maple syrup and our corn syrup, our brown sugar, there it goes, and our salt. We're going to save the vanilla extract for the very end. So I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to take it over to the stove and bring it to a boil. You don't need to boil this or reduce it. You just need to bring it to a boil so that your sugar and your salt dissolve. So I'll be back when that is done. All right, our sugar and maple syrup and corn syrup mixture is done. It came to a boil, and I just stirred it a couple of times to make sure it was at a full rolling boil. And then I removed it from the heat, and as you can see, it's all incorporated. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's going to thicken as it cools. So now this is the time where we want to go ahead and add our vanilla extract. That was the alcohol burning off. It smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. But you don't want to put the vanilla in there when you're bringing it to a boil on the stove, because all of that goodness is going to just cook right out. So you want to wait until the very end. Now, what you want to do is very carefully, you want to add this to your jar of nuts. So I have a canning funnel here, and we're just going to go ahead and pour this over to cover the nuts. There you go. And we'll switch it over here, and we'll fill up this one. And if you think you need a little more, fill it all the way up to the top. It's going to be fine. No need to worry about head space here because we're not canning it. You may have a little bit left over, as we do, but it's really not a big deal. You can actually use this on pancakes. It would be great. It would be great. So now all you have to do is, I'm going to get a long spoon, and we're just going to go ahead and make sure that everything is in there the way it should be. And you also have the option of toasting these nuts before you go ahead and pour the syrup over them. I didn't because I never have, and I feel like It's just an extra step that I didn't want to take today. But that's entirely up to you. So then all you have to do is put a lid on this, let it come to room temperature, and then you can enjoy it. You're going to want to store this in the refrigerator. Look at how pretty that is. It's just so pretty. You want to store this in the refrigerator, and because there's so much sugar in here, it really is going to act as a preservative. These are going to be good as long as they're kept in the fridge for up to 3 months. But like I said, they're not going to last that long. Especially if you have kids or husbands in the house. These are going to be great like over pancakes, waffles, French toast, you name it. You tell me how that tastes. Is it good? They taste like candied, huh? Yep, that's pretty good. Now as this cools, that syrup is going to get thicker. And it's going to permeate the nut. And it's going to be a lovely, lovely topping, especially for ice cream, but I can think of other things this would be really good on too. We're going to let these cool for about an hour, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to scoop some ice cream and put it over so you can see what it looks like, and we'll have give it a taste again. So we'll be back when this is ready to go. Alright, we've let these cool for a little over an hour. They're not completely cool, they're still a little bit warm, but they are ready to go. I mean, like I said, you can eat these right away. So I'm going to fix up a little dish of vanilla ice cream with some wet walnuts on it. Make sure you get some of that yummy syrup, just like that. And in good old-fashioned ice cream shops, you can find wet walnuts. And as I have done, I made the pecans. So we got one that man overboard, and we'll just pop him right back. And then I'll get a little ice cream spoon. And I know Rick wants to try this, so are you ready for a taste?
If I have to.
You have to. You know you want to, too. What do you think?
Delicious. That's so good.
Now, oh wow, that's really good. If you like butter pecan ice cream,
I was going to say that.
that pecan, those wet pecans are going to be perfect for you because it's going to be like a praline. So delicious.
The longer these sit, the better they get.
Yes, because they're going to soak up that syrup, and they're going to be fantastic. Ice cream, everybody loves ice cream, but in the summertime I think everybody eats ice cream a little bit more. And when you can have a special treat like this at home, or you can make this, like I said, as a hostess gift to take when you go to a picnic, I think it would be wonderful. That, my friends, is how you make wet walnuts and wet pecans. Delicious, maple, brown sugar, super easy, and you're gonna love them. If you like the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new and this is your first time visiting my kitchen, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you liked it enough to consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you're a tried and true Noreen's Kitchen family member, always remember to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here from our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give wet walnuts and wet pecans a try sometime this summer or anytime, and I hope you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.